Hey guys, we are in our homeschool room here at Teal Academy, and I wanted to give you a little tour of what our setup here looks like, and then I'll dive into how we plan our week of school. I'm a big type A person. I love to have everything planned out. I have a planner for school stuff. I like to have everything ready to go before our week starts. So the feeling of having that accomplished is a great thing for me. It helps keep us organized. And it's just a good thing. So if you're not like that and that's not for you, that's totally fine. And that's the beauty of homeschool, is you can do it how it works for you. But if you are a planner or looking for some ways to make your school a little bit more organized, then I hope you stay tuned. So Principal Daddy-O is our cameraman today, and he's going to follow us around the schoolroom a little bit so you can get an idea of how we have our setup here. Our house had a fabulous room right off of the dining room and off of the main living room that was our playroom for a long time and has become our schoolroom over the last couple years. And it's morphed each year and looks a little bit different, but we have great built-in bookshelves. So a lot of this stuff over here is a lot of our art supplies, and kids know where to find that stuff. We stocked up on not as many library books as I was hoping to, so we keep all our library books in one spot so we don't incur a whole great deal of fines there. Chapter books and read-alouds, and I love a good laminator, so a lot of our baskets are laminated with what's in them, so they're easy to find and the boys know where to look for that stuff. When we started school, one of my biggest things that I wanted was a calendar in our room that we can look at the weather and we can reset our calendar. We keep track of how many days we've been in school, and it's probably one of my favorite places to start our morning together is over here. So continuing on, over here in the corner, our trusty filing cabinet, which I was ready to purge a lot of stuff from our filing cabinet before school started this year, and I've saved a lot of stuff and I've been able to pull it out this week. That there'll be some more things coming from the filing cabinet this week, and I hope you'll stay tuned to see what fun things have come out from the depths of the drawers that have been hiding in there. So each boy has a bulletin board that they get to keep their special art projects on, or different things that they like to create, and that's been a nice place for them to put their stuff and have it not clutter up everything else that we have here. So our orange chart is our what do I do when I'm done chart. If I'm working with our second grader and our kindergartner is done working on something, great, he can come over here and pick up a card and he knows what he can do with that. So working on word wheels or maps or flashcards, and I'll change these things out every once in a while so they have something different to do, but it's a great thing for them when I can't get to them right away, or when I'm still working on something with another boy, then they can come pick this up and start right away on that. So over here in the corner, I keep my boards for our CC day on Wednesday, and we're sad we won't be at community this week, but we still get to use it here with our boys at home. So we write out our things that we do at community each week. Our timeline cards are on the top. This is built out of shower board from Lowe's and a lot of duct tape. So I keep those tucked away in the corner until we're ready to use them. Our computer, the boys have just started to use this a little bit, and we have a great program that we've been using called Type-C, and it's something that Principal Daddy-O discovered online, and there might be a giveaway for Teal Academy coming up later this week, so again, stay tuned. But they've just started using that this week. It's a learn to type program and gets them familiar with how to use the computer, and it's been a fun station for them. On the floor over here we have two baskets, a red and a blue basket. Red is for our kindergartner and blue is for our second grader. Again, I'm super organized and I like it that way. Anything that's red, scissors, pencil basket, folders, anything is kindergartner stuff. Anything that's blue is our second graders. And so if I see something sitting out, I know who's left it out and can be responsible to put their things away. Also another great option for them when they're done with their work and they need something to do, they can come over to their work basket and it's got things to keep them busy until I'm ready to move on to the next thing with them. We got some great maps at Hobby Lobby this year, which I didn't think they had maps at Hobby Lobby, but of course they do because they have everything there. So it's fun to have some good maps in our room, and we've hung our whiteboard up here that we keep this one at their height for them to be able to use, and then I have a portable whiteboard. Both of them are magnetic, and I can take this one around if I want to work in the front or upstairs with one of the boys. Over here on our tall bookshelf is kind of grand central station for everything. So some stuff that we don't use very often I keep on higher shelves, But everything else on the lower shelves is stuff that they can access and that they can get to easily. So kindergarten stuff is over here and second grade stuff is over here. We use Abeka for our curriculum and have since kindergarten with our oldest, and we love it. Abeka's not paying me anything to say that. I just really love the curriculum. It's a solid Christian curriculum. It's a great reading curriculum. It's a solid math curriculum, and we add in science and social studies with them as well. So each boy has their workbook each week that has a handy dandy sticky note. The big lined ones are my favorites, and that's on their workbook each week. So I'll sit down with the planner, read through the stuff, and then write down what pages they're supposed to do in each workbook. So again, if I can't get to them right away, or they're ready to move ahead into something else, they can pick up their next workbook, turn to the page that they're on, and start working on it. So we have lots of manipulatives that we use and different school toys that we like to have in here, but not necessarily all the toys from the basement that get here. Each of the boys also has a desk in their room that they can go work at if they want to. So if it's loud down here or they just need to have a no distraction zone, they can go to their room and work on their stuff up there as well. So our table is new this year, which we really loved, and it's a solid construction, again, from Principal Daddio. We had looked for a long time about what we wanted, and with both boys home this year, we decided we wanted a table to have both of them sit at. So this is an IKEA table and chairs, and our desk is from IKEA as well. The thing that sold us was the drawers that are in the middle. They can keep their pencils and all of their supplies that they want in here. Sometimes I find lots of random things in there and they have to be cleaned out every once in a while. But the leaves fold down, so if we didn't need both sides, then we could have it folded down. If we have guests come over for dinner time, then this is a great place to have extra overflow seating in here as well. But I can reach our second grader, I can reach our kindergartner, and I can keep everybody in line together. And it's pretty easy to keep clean as well. So I'll have camera come on around here and I'll show you kind of what our process of starting is. This is what my Sunday afternoon looks like each week. Our second grader's in a choir on Sunday afternoons usually, but everything's shut down right now, so he's not at choir, but this is where I spend my afternoons on Sunday getting everything ready for school. So I got a great planner from Amazon this year. It's my hot buy every July or August, and I divide it into 2 columns with what lesson number we're on for the boys and what day of school it is, and I keep everything separate there so they know, or I know, what they're working on and what we can plan for that day. I'll also write any play dates or appointments or music lessons, or sometimes our meal plan is in here too. It keeps me organized that way. So I always start with our kindergarten stuff. It's just an easy, kind of fun, bright spot in the day to start with his things, and I'll read through what he's going to do for the day and then write it down and what page number he's going to be working on, and then I'll put it on his sticky note on his book, and then I'll dive into the second graders stuff after that. The boys each also have a seat work journal that they do each morning, so if I'm getting breakfast dishes cleaned up or run upstairs to brush my teeth and I need them to come down, this is always on their desk, and just, again, easy seat work for them to do before I get down here and get started. This one is from Lakeshore Learning Center, and it's just a math journal designed for kindergarten or first grade kids. And then I downloaded one that's called Morning Work from a Pinterest site, and had staples, print it, and spiral bind it, because who doesn't love a good spiral binding on something? So they know that those are on the desk and they can start working on those right away as well. I always like to have a little something to drink or a snack in here when I'm doing my school planning, and I typically will put my earbuds in and start a good playlist on Pandora, or just some good music that I like to listen to keep me calm and sane while we're getting all of this ready, and to kind of block out any other noise of what's happening in the house during that time. I try to limit myself to 2 hours to get everything planned so I don't over plan something, so I leave room for wiggles and things in the week that are bound to happen, and that's an okay thing. So limit yourself to some time for what you think is feasible for you to get done in those 2 hours, and maybe it needs to be longer, or maybe it'll be shorter, but then it doesn't eat up my whole Sunday afternoon, but it helps me to get ready for what's ahead for the week. I always like to pray before I start school stuff too. I can be super distracted and not want to actually sit down and focus on it, or flip through Instagram or look through new things on Pinterest. And so I just really pray for the Lord to give me focus and efficiency when I'm planning. And he always meets me where I'm at to get those things done. So grab your bouquet of newly sharpened pencils and let's get to work.